So, I was thinking about what I would like to talk about right now. There's so many, but the first topic I want to touch on, which has been something I've been experiencing a lot lately, is about our subconscious mind and the programming that we carry within us through our environment, through our living style, through our parents, through our everyday constant living. Our subconscious mind is always working, and it is what actually manifests our reality. Everything that we go through right now in real life is something that we have manifested consciously or subconsciously, but most likely subconsciously. And that, when I found out that I have created what I've created in my life, good, bad, amazing, ugly, flawless, flawful, all of it, I have created it because of the way I have programmed my mind. Right? Yeah. Think about that for a second. Literally, put it into perspective. What does that really mean? That we are constantly manifesting and creating our reality through our subconscious thoughts. That is deep to take in, especially when you go through a lot. If you are experiencing trauma, if you're experiencing stress, if you are in a mental space that is not completely healthy or balanced, right? And you think about that and you're like, whoa, I created this? Why would I want to have this? How did I create this? How did I create all the bad things that I've experienced? How did I create all the negative? How did I create all of that, right? Yeah, for me, I think with my heart, I think mostly positively, regardless of what I go through. What I realized is that I was constantly being my own worst enemy because of my thoughts. Not because of my recent thoughts, because I've been thinking positively. I've been thinking in the space of abundance, of letting go of things that don't serve me. But I realize I have been always caught up with my subconscious mind, which is my worst enemy. And I say that because we human beings are constantly having a battle with our subconscious mind. We are having subconscious battle. In other words, we're going through a subconscious sabotage all the time. We're sabotaging ourselves. That's how my subconscious mind is my worst enemy. Okay? So my thing has always been the fact that I was born during the war, the fact that I come from a country that is facing so much trauma, genocide, so much negativity, violence. Women do not have a voice, don't have any rights for anything. Human beings in my country barely have a right to speak their voices or to be free, right? I was born in a great family, big family, well off, right? But we lost everything. We had to leave. We had to escape our country. The war took over everything we had, everything we owned. My father and my mother went through so much. I lost my friends. I haven't seen some of my brothers and sisters in a long time. The ones I grew up with, right? we have went through a lot, so much. And sometimes I'm like, why, God? Why are we going through this? Why, universe? Why, source? Why do I have to be a refugee? Why do I have to struggle for everything I want to do? Why? It's all about the why. It's never about the how. Why? I am not sure why. But what I do know is that I am on this trip, on this path, on this journey as me, Mari Malek. And I was able to escape my country from the war with my mother and my two younger sisters. And I made it somehow against all odds, because it's divine synchronicity. This is my path, right? And somehow subconsciously I manifested that. I started to think about reflecting about it instead of pondering about why this was my path. I need to reflect more on it and not blame, especially when I found out that I am the co-creator of my reality. That's my life. I have chosen to come here for a reason, whether I know it or not. I have chosen. I've made some sort of contractual agreement with my higher self, with God, with the universe, with the world, to be here at this time, at this moment, to go through the things I went through. I have chosen my parents. Yeah. I started to realize that my life has a reason beyond my struggles, beyond my pinpointing my problems. God and the universe and my higher self cannot give me something I cannot handle. That's why I'm still here. That's why I was able to escape the war with my sisters, with my mom, and be here. This is a huge purpose beyond my knowledge of trying to define why me, right? Wow. I'm having a lot of profound moments right now, just understanding this. This is a diary video, by the way, but I think I'm going to share it because I need to just reflect and understand my battles with my subconscious mind. But I realized that, Mari, you are the co-creator of your life, and you can change your programming. How I have programmed myself to think immediately that the worst is happening. I didn't even program myself that way. My parents did, but they were already programmed too, right? So it was like, prepare yourself for the worst, expect the worst, and be ready for that. We were always told to prepare for the worst. What's the worst that could happen? But what about, let's prepare ourselves for the best. What's the best that can happen? What's the best that can happen? Why don't we think about preparing ourselves for the best versus preparing ourselves for the worst? Why? That's what my question for the why turned me to. That answer, that, Mari, you need to ask yourself the right questions. It's not about why this happened to me. It's not about me feeling sorry for myself or like a victim. It's about me realizing my struggles, my story, my manifestations is my responsibility, and I'm taking accountability for that. I cannot blame my parents anymore, or my country, or where I come from, because it's Africa, because it's South Sudan, because that's how we live and that's how our world is created, and we have rules and culture to follow as Africans. All of those are excuses. I had to learn that I am the co-creator of my life, and my subconscious mind programs me to the ways that I'm supposed to be manifesting these things. And the things that are happening to me are because I manifested them. I thought them. Whether they're good, bad, indifferent, ugly, whatever. It's me. I created that, right? And I can change that. I created that, and I can destroy that. I can destroy my negative thoughts, my doubts. I can destroy those moments. Okay? As much as I created those, I can destroy. That's what we humans are. We are creators and destroyers. I choose to create and recreate my life. Okay? That's what I decided. Okay, my subconscious mind is fighting me. I'm fighting him or her right back. Pooh, pooh, pooh. I'm getting rid of all the sabotage. I'm getting rid of all the negativity. I'm getting rid of everything that I have put myself through, that my family have put me through, that my country have put me through, that I have signed up for to come to in the world this day for my purpose. I came here to change that, okay? So I'm changing that. I have the power to change my life through my thoughts. And now that I know that my thoughts are manifested subconsciously, now that I know that, I'm able to change that. Okay? How do I know that? Through reading, through learning, through research, but also through experiencing, like literally following, researching myself, following the steps that have went down in my life, and how all of this makes sense. So my point about this video is, let us not be our own worst enemy. Let us not allow our subconscious attacks to take over us and attack us. Okay? We have the power to change those thoughts and those moments and be able to recreate new ones. Okay? That's why we're here. That's why you're here, because you're the co-creator. You're here to recreate your life and change it. Your subconscious mind is not going to control you. Your environment is not going to control you. Your parents are not going to control you. Your life is not going to control you. Your circumstances right now is not going to control you. But your thoughts can control you. Your energy can. And guess what? You have the power to control your energy, your thoughts, your visions, your imagination, and change it subconsciously. Reprogram yourself. You have to change everything now. Reset your life, recharge, relearn, unlearn, and learn again. Go into yourself to get the answers you need. Honestly, even though I read about subconscious sabotage and our subconscious mind, and I did research and I'm learning about it from self-help books and mentors and coaches and different people. I'm learning that, but guess what? The answers really lie within, because there's really not one answer, and there's no right or wrong answer. But the answer is there, and it's within you, and it's different for everyone. We are programmed, and we need to change and unprogram what we have been programmed. This world has programmed our minds. our environment has programmed our minds. So yeah, this video is about knowing that you have the power to change your life through your thoughts, because our subconscious mind is the manifester and the creator of our reality, and you can change that by thinking differently and by unprogramming yourself from the program, and know that there is an actual war out there that happens. It's between ourselves and our thoughts, conscious or subconscious. Most importantly, understanding that our subconscious mind creates these things, and these things are created because of our environment and our repetitive patterns and our paradigms. So we have to change the paradigms to deprogram our subconscious mind, because it is our worst enemy. And that's why they always say you are your own worst enemy. It's nobody else. It's nobody's fault. You have to take, once you realize you got the power, you take the blame, you take the responsibility, you know that you can change all of that. You can change your whole life, your whole game, and everything else. So be the master of your thoughts, be the master of your consciousness, be the master of your subconscious mind. I think, yeah, that's all I wanted to say for now. Let us not be our own worst enemy. Let us be our friend. Be your own friend. Be your own supporter. Love yourself. Manifest what you want by taking action, taking responsibility, accountability, and understanding that at this point in life, it's nobody else's responsibility but you. You have the control. You can change your life. You can change your life as long as you can control what is happening. But if you cannot control it, you have to let it go. And you have to start changing the way you think. Change all of those thoughts. Okay? Deprogram, unprogram, and relearn, and reset, and recharge, and become the master of your ship. You are the co-creator of your life, and you can change your life by changing your thoughts and focusing on your subconscious mind, because our manifestations manifest from there. Much love and light.